Hello and welcome to this Monitor Lifts presentation. As Australia's original and leading spider lift provider, we're very pleased to bring this training package to you. Monitor's focus is on providing specialised access solutions with dedicated customer support, and it's this support that really makes a difference. So assuming that you're aware of the basic safety aspects of operating elevating work platforms, we'll now take you through an induction on the Monitor lift and show you the key features that will help make operating this machine safe, efficient and enjoyable. Here we have the Monitor 1890 spider lift. As being basically identical to its smaller brother, the 1575, this induction covers both models. Let's take a look at how to start and set this spider up. Be familiar with the key specifications of the machine. These are found on the Monitor ID plate on the side of the spider lift. At the front of the chassis there is a battery isolator key. Turn this on. Now moving back to the main ground control panel, we need to check that the basket and ground control e-stops are released. Turn the ignition key on. After turning the key on, we wait a few seconds while the spider does a short system check. A green light will illuminate, indicating that the booms are properly stowed and the machine is ready to start. Once this is complete, we can start the spider's engine. To operate on electricity, plug in an extension lead, switch to 240 volt in a basket, and use the start-stop button or the ignition key to start the electric motor. To drive the spider lift, we use the middle two of these 6 control levers. For these manual drive models, it is safest to drive the machine from the basket position. If it is a radio control drive model, always stand well clear of the machine and never stand on the lower side if it is on a slope. Never stand closer than 1 metre to the tracks when driving, particularly in a confined area or on uneven ground. Remember, on uneven terrain, you can drive along with the stabilisers close to the ground for added safety. Once in position, use the 4 stabiliser leg control levers to set the spider up. Lower the rear legs first to eliminate the possibility of the basket hitting the ground. Always operate 2 levers together to set it up smoothly and evenly. Make certain that the stabilisers are on firm ground. Use stabiliser pads if necessary, or reposition the machine if in doubt. Set the spider up nice and level using the levelling bubbles, and make sure the tracks are off the ground by a minimum distance of approximately 100 millimetres. When the spider is level and its legs have adequate pressure on them, the 4 leg lights will illuminate, indicating that it is ready for elevating. Fold the control arm forwards and turn the control selector to the ground control position. Elevate the booms and check all functions are operating correctly. Run through the pre-operation checks and sign off the logbook. You'll find this in the yellow logbook pouch in the basket. Ensure the working area is secured from other people coming into the operating zone. And turn the main selector lever to the basket position, hop into a harness and let's take it for a fly. All boom functions are operated from these control levers in the basket. Engage the foot pedal to activate functions. This decal shows the working envelope. Note the variable envelopes, which are automatically governed by the weight in the basket and the angle of the boom. When the basket approaches its maximum outreach, the red light flashes as a warning. If you keep booming out, the machine will automatically cut out functions once it achieves its maximum outreach, and the alarm will sound. To retract the basket, press and hold the reset button and retract the basket a metre or so back into the operational envelope. To raise the stabilisers and drive the spider, the booms must first be fully stowed. Ensure the fly jib is fully closed. The green light will illuminate once the booms are all properly stowed. When the legs are stowed for loading onto trucks or to simply achieve a better departure angle, it is allowable to raise the fly jib only. To reduce the stowed dimensions of the Spider, it is possible to close the track assembly in. Firstly, set the stabiliser legs and remove the track locking pins. Carefully lower the machine back down onto the tracks. And gently move the machine backwards and forwards a short distance to ensure the track frames have fully retracted. Re-pin the track frame. You'll notice that this not only reduces the width of the machine, but also lowers its stowed height for accessing narrow areas. To further compact the Spider, you can also remove the stabiliser feet. To remove the basket, undo the electrical plug, then unclip and remove the basket locking pin. Simply tilt the basket over and wheel it away. Make certain the basket is properly re-pinned again before further use. If there is a fault with the Spider, it is possible to recover the booms with a manual hand pump. Note that some machines are equipped with an electric emergency pump. Familiarise yourself with the emergency lowering procedure in the operator's manual, being aware that there can even be differences between machines of different year models. Use the emergency recovery button to override the machine and use the ground controls to safely lower the booms. Note that some machines have push and twist type valves, others have push type only. It is now most important that these valves are returned to their closed position again and rewired and sealed before any further operation. As with all machinery, it's most important that operators are properly trained in the safe use of the equipment. In Australia, for boom lifts with a floor height of over 11 metres, operators must have a national boom type elevating work platform licence. For smaller boom lifts, scissor lifts, vertical mast lifts and other types of access machinery, Monitor Industries recommends the Elevating Work Platform Association's Yellow Card. However, due to the many different makes and models of machines that are currently on our market, it's also important that the operators are trained in the safe use of the particular model that they're using. For this purpose, Monitor Industries have put together training packages specific to each model. In every machine from Monitor you'll find an operator's manual, a risk and hazard assessment, and also a machine-specific Monitor induction form. We recommend that every operator is taken through that induction form prior to using the machine. To obtain a certified trained operator licence for this machine, however, an authorised Monitor trainer will have to provide the induction. We'd like to thank you and all the best from the Monitor team. For any other technical information, please get on to www.monitor.net.au or call us on 1800 025 024. And thank you for watching.